Hello, leather aficionados, aspiring leather workers, or those who just randomly found this video, whether they like it or not. Today, I want to talk about these two Cinch top leather bags. So I've recently gotten to leatherworking. I really enjoy it, and probably like most who get into leatherworking, or for that matter, many other hobbies, I started on YouTube. I think one of the best places to start if you're leatherworking is to find there's many very talented creators on YouTube and get some of their patterns. For some smaller items, they're commonly free, and for larger items like this bag, you're going to pay. So this particular bag, as far as I understand it, or at least is promoted as such, was designed and created by a YouTube personality who goes by DieselPunk.RO on YouTube. That's diesel, like a diesel engine, and then punk.ro. So he called this the D-Konstrukt pack. So the pack that he actually specifically built was this one. Both of these are identical in design, just that was the one that he specifically had built. He does, his name is Tony. He does some very interesting and entertaining things. And I think he's trying different ways of presenting videos to make them more interesting and garner more attention. And the one thing that he did with this D-Konstrukt pack is he started off the video showing the pack, and then he essentially disassembled it by cutting all the stitches, and then he sold the pack on eBay. Now I bought a couple different patterns and built and made a couple other packs that Tony from DieselPunk.RO had designed. And I was very intrigued by the leather he uses and his general expertise. I thought I would support him and go ahead and buy this bag from the pieces that he sold on eBay. So again, he made the bag. Just I presume he was a designer of it. As a promotion for the video, he records himself disassembling the bag where it's down just to its individual pieces, and then he sells them. So I bought the bag on eBay, I won the auction, and when I got the pieces, I essentially used them as a template and made this bag, the one to the left, using the template from the pieces of this bag. So obviously prior to assembling that bag. And this was my first rendition. I was very proud of it. This is, the bottom here is a very stiff 7/8 ounce. I think that comes out to about a 3 millimeter, if I recall. Veg tan leather. I dyed it a chocolate color, and of course, I handled the edges and did all that. This is a relatively stiff, so this goes for the bottom and the top, and then the body of the bag is I bought this leather a while ago, but I believe it's a buffalo hide. So it's a little bit figured. You can see a lot of markings in it. And so the body of this bag essentially flattens out as one piece, and it kind of wraps around. And as you can see, stitches to the bottom. So his bag also, it's not as thick or stiff as this leather, but he uses a similarly thick, or uses a thicker leather here. The top is one piece, and this allows the anchor point for the grab handle there, and for the straps. So in mine, I did fixed straps. In his, he put in these little D-rings and these little clippy things here. The kind of a nice touch is the bottom piece here allows to attach at a higher or lower position, and of course on this side I went ahead and put in I believe these are called lobster clips. The strap is nice. Use that same veg tan leather, the thick 7/8 ounce, and then wrapped it in the buffalo hide, which is the same hide that's used for the sides, which is the same design he used and the same design for the grab handle. So the interior, this has two compartments. Has the main body up here, and then it has a relatively spacious front pocket here. So this is cinched together. That's where, hence the name is Cinch pack. And I'm not going to go through everything in it, but you can see it holds a Chromebook, a book, some water, and other odds and ends. For mine, I used I guess like a nylon twine. This is pretty heavy duty stuff. And then I used a traditional cinch hardware, and I put this little leather piece there just to kind of grab onto when you cinch it down. On Tony's pack here, he just used a piece of leather, which would be fine too. So I wanted to show you guys, I think there's probably if people who've watched the D-Konstrukt video, I know there was a lot of comments that people were, I don't think it might have been Tony's favorite video, and some people were dismayed by the disassembly or the deconstruction of this pack, so I did want to show some people that it lives again. But I also, I just really think that this pack, this bag design, is a really good one. It's one of my favorites I've seen in all leather bags, for a couple of reasons. I mean, I think it's a very good looking bag. It's also big enough to where, you can hold enough stuff. I mean, this is a bag I use, I guess you would call it, for my everyday items. But, like, for example, a lot of these leather bags I see made, they're just too small to fit a Chromebook in, or a medium-sized laptop. Or maybe they can fit that in there, but you can't fit much more. But I have built some larger leather bags, but they're almost sometimes too big. So kind of finding that sweet spot of a middle size has been a challenge for me. And I think this bag really kind of falls within that medium size point. As far as actually making it too, I would say it's a medium hard one. It's not the easiest bag I've made, but it's not the most complicated either. And I think it's a great design. I think both of these, I really like the fact that the bottom is, I guess you could call it gusseted. But I don't know if you could see right here, but let's see. It's actually three parts. It's the bottom, this main body outside edge, and then there's a thin gusset piece in here that sews it all together. So, if you do have a laptop in there, that does provide some protection if you were to sit it down, because it's not directly on the ground. And I really think that this design will last a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it gave you guys some ideas. And if you're getting into leatherworking, or even if you've been in it for a while, I really would highly recommend checking out. There's a lot of good channels. I'm not saying his is necessarily the only one, or maybe not even the best one, but DieselPunk.RO, and don't hesitate to buy patterns. I think it's a good way to support the channels, but it's also a good way to support your hobby and help you build confidence in your skills.